Welcome everybody. This is the second, or should I say like the first proper episode of the RELLU IB podcast. Previously we had the introduction, and now, as I promised in the introduction, we will be talking about pre-IB. Now I am your lovely host, Nico, and the amazing guest host, co-host,
Bro,
sorry.
what is this?
Co-host?
If you let this podcast get to your head, Yassin, that's my name. Today we're welcomed by two amazing guests from the pre-IB actually. You want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Mari.
Hi Mari.
I'm from the class 22KB.
Hi, I'm Kiona. I'm from the class 22KA, and Nico and Yassine are my tutors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's nice.
We are the amazing, awesome tutors. And I actually know, we probably both know Mari from Fista. It is a English-speaking
Not
school.
Not really.
Well,
I've
I know.
never met Mari
I know.
from Fista.
You didn't? Well, he's a loser. So,
Uh,
anyway, we all went to the same upper school?
She
I
was in
was there
Fista
too.
too.
Yeah, I
Just
said,
said Mari.
we were in the
You
same
just said
class.
Mari.
yeah, but you already told,
Okay,
our
yeah.
relation is the tutor stuff.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, moving on to the actual topic of today's podcast. It is pre-IB. So the first warm-up question we have for you guys is, how do you feel now that you are in pre-IB?
Honestly, pretty good. I'm glad that that's the school I decided to go to because I was having some second guesses over the summer, but I'm really enjoying it here so far.
Same.
Same?
That's it?
Same?
Just
you
saying.
have to elaborate just a little bit more.
I've heard a lot about it, and when my sister went to IB, and there are just a lot of expectations, and I'm kind of looking forward to actually experiencing it. So I'm really happy that I decided to go there as well.
Very good answer. Very good answer.
Very nice. Very nice.
How do we feel in pre-IB? We're not in pre-IB.
Well,
Too
how
bad.
did we feel?
How did we feel in pre-IB? Fun.
It
I
was
love pre-IB.
so nice. It was so nice.
You guys are gonna have an amazing time, in my opinion, or at least, well, our class was good.
Yeah, our class was pretty fun. In fact, it's not fair though, because like our class, like seven
OP?
people. No, 7 people were from Fista, so it's like
Ah.
everyone already kind of knew each other.
I
So
mean,
it's
we have
unfair.
quite a few people from Fista, so it's not too bad, but...
No,
I
but
believe
like,
half of my class is from Fista as well.
oh,
What?
Yeah.
that's interesting. What?
Actually, yeah, there's a lot of people from
There's a
Fista,
lot of people
Yeah.
from Fista.
obviously.
But it's really nice because we like bond like a lot more because we know each other.
Yeah,
And it's like a lot more chill.
true. It also connects the whole class in a way.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Pre-IB, it's fun. It's good. That's what we've taken away from this
Exactly.
initial talk here. Now, on to the kind of main portion of this. We're going to be talking about how does pre-IB differ from 9th grade? And like, what is pre-IB? What do you do there? How does it change? What is the shift like from 9th grade to pre-IB? So, have you guys noticed any differences whatsoever?
Personally for me, I have kind of realized that, I mean, it's not that different, but you go through topics at a lot like faster pace, which can it can become overwhelming, but I guess that's what they try to teach you, like how to manage your time properly.
Yeah. I would kind of agree with Mari. Currently, it doesn't seem to differ that much. Maybe there's like a little bit more work, but the stuff seems to be more or less the same level as 9th grade, so...
Well, clearly you guys don't know Tero. So, in pre-IB, we thought it was kind of a nice, easygoing flow. And then we get this math teacher, Tero. He teaches AIHL math.
But then that was like very deep into the school year.
Well, no. I'm just saying pre-IB, we went at a good pace. They're saying it's a faster pace. But now that we're in the IB, Tero, it's like 10 times faster than pre-IB. So if pre-IB is faster than 9th grade, and what we're going through now is faster than pre-IB, then it's gonna like scale up, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I didn't think pre-IB was too fast, the teaching.
Yeah, I don't think it's too fast, but it's just definitely faster.
Yeah, you can kind of realize it.
We don't spend so much time on a certain topic, we move
Yeah.
forward quite quick.
For example, in math, every single lesson you get a new topic, which...
We had to some extent, but we did a lot of
Yeah.
revision, and we
Yeah.
could like slow down if need be.
Mhm.
But
I think like even though like now it's the pace is faster, there are like more like ways so you can like get help with the like learning the material. Like for example, in 9th grade, at least in Fista, I can't remember any kind of tutoring class. Well, for example, Saudi has a tutoring class, if I'm not mistaken, like before exams or whatnot.
Yeah.
And you have the amazing tutors.
Yeah.
Me.
And me as well. Shut up. I'm wearing the merch. I'm official. What are you doing?
I have the merch at home. It's in the washer.
Not real. If it's not here, then it's not real. Yeah, but like there are more like ways to get help compared to like 9th grade.
Yeah, I would say it's true. Plus, there's the mid-chapter exams.
Yeah,
stuff
they-
like that.
Oh, those.
They-
It's like
Yeah.
infinite. What's it called? Like revision, like free revision.
Yeah, I think they help because then you already know like what you're good at and what you're not so great at, so you know what you have
Yeah.
to study more for the
Yeah.
actual exams.
Yeah, and the actual exams is also completely different. In 9th grade, you have it like kind of throughout the year. It's really random when it is. Like
Yeah.
some will be weeks apart, even though they're like studied at the same time. And in pre-IB, I'm not sure. You guys have probably not had an exam week yet, but an exam week is pretty much you have like 8 days, like school days, 8 school days, and each one you'll have like a different exam. Or if you don't have if you don't have 8 subjects, you will have like no exam, which is like a free day during that 8-day period.
Yeah.
So you'll have 1 day dedicated for one exam, which is completely different than 9th grade.
Yeah,
Oh, this is actually interesting. You guys haven't had exam week yet, have
we
you?
haven't.
No.
No,
Yeah. What are you guys' expectations? Like, what do you think it's gonna be like?
I think kind of stressful maybe because you gotta like actually study and it's all in one go, so you can't really space it out. But maybe in a way it's also easier because then you get it done over that 8 period of days, and then you're like done, and then you just go on to the next subject.
But I like the idea that you have one exam in a day and you don't have like other lessons during that day. That you can like really actually revise and like kind of focus on that one subject or exam.
Like, what kind of studying techniques do you guys have? Like, are you the kinds of
Are you kind of
people that would
study
study from now for the exam week that's coming in like
2 weeks,
2 weeks?
3 weeks?
Or are you the kind of person that would study the exam the day before?
I wish I was. I wish I could manage my time properly. I'm working on it, but currently, I mean, it's interesting because I try to, like, kind of, if I have some sort of areas that I feel like I need more support on or I don't understand, I try to ask, which is obviously, like, it helps. But, yeah, I don't really... I wish I could, like, at some sort of a time period, after some sort of a time period, learn how to actually, like study well and actually, like, get to the theory part of that. Because I'm sure that if you actually write notes and you go through all of the stuff and you, like, make sure that you know things, I'm sure it's beneficial.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody actually studies.
we had this very similar experience actually.
No, but I can already tell you right now, we've gone through pre-IB.
Yeah.
The exam weeks are the best. It's
literally the best.
The change from 9th grade to that is so nice. You start your exam maybe 9 o'clock, you're out the door by 12, and that's including lunch. So you just like have an exam, eat lunch, you're gone.
Yeah.
For most subjects. There are some teachers which will, like, I have a Swedish teacher who made me stay after lunch to do exercises and stuff like. What
Yeah,
a
some
lame.
teachers would have like a lesson, but they wouldn't be like any kind of learning. It would be like experimental stuff. For example, you guys are gonna have philosophy later during the year, and the philosophy teacher is gonna make you stay afterwards, and you have to make a presentation in front of the whole class. But it's not going to be anything stressful. It's not gonna like count for your grade, because it's a pass or fail course. Of course, not a pass or like be a part of your grade, but like it's not learning, but it's more kind of experimental teaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the days off on exam weeks, the best.
Oh, true.
They're so good. Every time you have a day off, you just sit at home and you're like, I could study for the next exam.
No.
Or not. And in 9th grade, you had like exams and homework and stuff for the same day,
Yeah.
which made no sense. Like, oh, Friday I have a exam, but I also have homework, but I also have lessons. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard to,
Super
like,
annoying.
prioritize.
Yeah.
yeah, and what would always happen was like let's say I had a math class at first, and then I had like an English test afterward. During math class, all the students
Yeah.
are studying for the
Exactly.
English exam. So it kind of ruins some lessons.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't like that part about it. Plus, there was no like regular schedule to have an exam.
No, it was
Ninth
just
grade,
when-
it's just like whenever the teachers feel like it, they'll just smack you.
That's true.
with the
That's
exam.
true.
Yeah.
What happened actually was during the quarantine in last February. No, the February before that, when you were in ninth grade. There were the teachers' days that they did not, at least for our class. He wasn't in the international line. For our class, they didn't give us any tests during the 2-month period, and then the week afterwards, we had like 9 exams for the upcoming like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and we never had any kind of exam week when they did not have that experience beforehand. So it was just so stressful for no reason, just because the teachers were way too lazy to find a way to like do it during quarantine.
Was it like after you got to school?
Yes,
Mm.
like right after. In fact, I think the second day we had a social studies exam, and all of the material from quarantine just sucks.
I also feel like I didn't really like learn as much during quarantine because it was like all the same like kind that you would have, just like the teacher explaining things and everyone is on mute and you don't really have that communication that you would have normally in class.
I just didn't pay attention. I left classes and was doing
I
other
ate breakfast.
Yeah, because like no one knows if you're doing other stuff, so.
It was so bad. I always wanted to turn. I was the one who turned my camera on, and I was hoping everyone else would turn their camera on, and we would just like all have like a nice wholesome moment. But then I was the only one with the teacher with camera on. I was
Yeah.
there like,
It was also really sad for the teachers. 'Cause
Yeah.
at some point they were like basically begging for people to answer because it was like, okay, who wants to answer? Everyone is on mute. No one is saying anything, and then she just like forcefully has to like
Pick people.
pick someone. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Quarantine-
nobody did any work. I don't think.
That was
14.
awful.
Quarantine was just like a bad experience, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like it was fun for some point, but after a while it just got boring with like sitting in front of the
Yeah.
computer and listening for like 6 hours.
Yeah, quarantine was no bueno, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I at least didn't like it.
I did get a huge amount of work like done though during quarantine.
The only one.
I just did knitting for textiles because we had to knit at the same time, so
Okay.
every lesson I was knitting. That's how bored I was.
Yeah.
I did like presenting though, because normally when presenting you would have to be in front of people and well it can be stressful, some people, but it was just I had the slide. I didn't know if people were listening or not. I was just talking and doing my part.
I personally didn't like presenting to like a blank screen. That was more intimidating to me.
Presenting?
I prefer like talking to people and actually being able to see them
Well, it kind of depends, like
on the person.
yeah, on the person.
Okay, I got a question. How do you guys like presenting face to like? You just said you didn't really like it, right? In the pre-IB, it's gonna be much worse. I'm already telling you. What happens is the same exact stuff. You go in front of stage. You have your PowerPoint presentation. You start speaking, and guess what? Everyone who's watching has to do.
Yeah.
They all have to write notes, and they have to give you feedback. They have to write like a review of your performance, and it's quite scary actually.
Okay, it's not as dramatic as he's putting it. It's literally not as dramatic as he's putting it. It was okay. You get a teacher, at least that I think you're referring to
Mike.
English. Yes,
Mike,
exactly.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, there were like it's just a paper where he's just supposed to like write down like funny things that this person said, things that you liked about the podcast. Presentation.
That's not how it was. It was on Word.
No, yeah, it was on Word actually. Yeah, my bad. It was on Word, so you just write the things that you liked and things that could be done better, and then you write like a comment. And it's not that in depth. You could just like if I said like a big word like deontological views, you'll write there, be like, ooh, fancy. But like that's it. Like that it wasn't that dramatic.
Well, okay, fine. But if I was the one reviewing, I wrote fucking essays for people.
That's so like such a waste of time.
No, but everyone like appreciated good feedback.
I would have.
Yeah, everyone would appreciate
Yeah.
good
I wouldn't
feedback.
slack on it, but like, I wouldn't stress about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you perform badly, I'm gonna rip you to shreds.
So,
Oh my God.
well, that's not a problem. For
Yeah,
me because
that's
I'm
not a problem
super hot
anymore.
and sexy.
True. But yeah, that's how presenting is. You guys
Okay.
excited?
We had art
Nervous?
presentations today.
For what?
Which presentations?
Art.
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 We didn't have any presentations
We
in
did.
art.
We did.
Oh, they were optional.
They were like short,
Yeah.
but they were really chill.
Wait, what did you guys do? Maybe it's a bit different for us.
Basically we got like a Finnish artist and then art movement, and then you had to combine the two. So for us we had Helen Schjerfbeck, who's a Finnish artist, and she does oil painting.
Sorry.
And basically we did a self-portrait of her in pop art, and then we had to present it to others and basically just tell kind of about her. But it was all like really chill.
I didn't like art.
Yeah, we did not have that though.
Really?
Art
yeah, we
sucks.
Just, like, we drew. Yeah, this guy just sucks at art. And he doesn't like things that he sucks at.
Except you.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
okay,
whoa.
sorry.
Excuse me, we're having technical difficulties here. I'll try and work on those, but now you can enjoy.
There's technical difficulties. That's.
Yeah.
I can fix it.
Bro, I already got up.
It's my phone.
It's my phone. Then get up instead of waiting for me.
Wi-Fi off.
I thought you were
Oh
kidding.
my
I
god.
thought you were kidding.
I thought I was kidding, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No, you're serious. There's the Wi-Fi's off again.
Yeah, it's his Wi-Fi off.
What is wrong with your phone?
So this part is not going to be in the podcast.
This part might be in the podcast.
Okay.
It's fun.
Just to show that it's natural.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can keep talking. I don't know how to fix this.
You come sit down.
No, you can't. You can't just fix it.
Yeah. Well, try me.
Okay, it's done. I fixed it. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
So sit the fuck down.
Then what are we whining about? Don't whine to me. Don't whine if you can fix it.
I
Yes.
didn't
Okay.
fix
It's fine.
it. It just does stuff.
We make sure that the framing's alright.
Well, I can't. What, you want me to zoom in more?
No, just like tilt it a little to this side. Okay. Good.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, we are back.
That's fine.
I think this is a perfect moment to have our interview section. So, for all of you at home, we have interviewed six people from Pre-IB, 3 from KB, 3 from KA. We've interviewed them with a couple short questions, and we'll go through it and discuss the answers, the questions in this group. So you can start playing.
What is your name and class?
My name is Mihai Bielaskoski and my class is 22KA.
My name is Kino Kankkonen and I'm from the class 22KA.
I'm Eeli Shuti from 22KA.
Roni Sarantova from 22KB.
My name is Alba and I'm from 22KB. Satu, 22KB.
Okay, so there we had it. I'm not sure if everyone heard the names fully, but yeah, there are the guests we have, or the interviewees. I don't know what they're called. Now the first question, I'm not sure if you can hear it very well from the phone. The first question we have is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous were you about joining the IB? So we'll see how nervous people were. Just a little bit.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous were you about joining the IB?
0. I'm never nervous.
0.
Solid 2.
Like a 4.
I was maybe an 8 because I'd heard that it was difficult. Probably around an 8.
Okay, I'm not sure if you guys all heard. I'll repeat it one more time. We had a 0, 0, 2, 4, 8, and 8. So, a bit, drastic differences and a little, both like, both ends of the spectrum. Now, you guys, were you nervous?
Maybe a solid 2 or 3. So I was nervous about meeting new people, maybe, but otherwise I was looking forward to IB. So I wouldn't say very nervous.
I agree. I mean, I knew a lot of people who applied to the IB and got in, so then I was already kind of excited and, well, I do agree with the fact that, well, the people who said, like, that they were really nervous because it was difficult, I agree, because, well, as I said previously, my sister went and she was kind of also surprised why I went, or why I decided to, because she was like, why would you do that? Like, it was kind of difficult, but,
So your sister scared you.
Yeah.
So your sister was like, don't go to the IB! It's super scary.
no, it was kind of, but, I mean, she did say that she was, like, proud of me, and it was, a good experience.
Aww.
That's nice.
Yeah, right.
So wholesome.
That's
So cute.
How about us? Were we nervous?
Yeah, I was actually very nervous. Even though I knew a lot of the people that were going, I was afraid that everyone was gonna be like super smart and snobby. And then I was like,
And you were right about one thing. We are super smart. All of the people, well, not all, most of the people in IB are super smart.
Like if we're 23 people in our class, maybe 22 are smart.
Oh wow.
I would agree with that. Personally, I was not nervous because it's English, and well, I knew a lot of people that were going, and I you know, if you're with friends, you know, there's nothing to be nervous about. Everyone will help you.
It's a natural part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would agree that's one of the things that made me less nervous, the fact that it was in English. Because
Exactly.
if it was in Finnish, I think I'd be more scared of going to like Normilinja than
Same.
going
Yeah.
to actual AB. So.
That makes sense. Okay, should we have the next question? I'll say it already here. It is, do you think it is easier, harder, or just as hard as you thought it would be? Do you think it was easier, harder, or just as hard as you thought it was going to be?
It's way harder.
It's hard, but it's not hard, but it feels like of the exercise and the teaching is hard, but like nothing is actually hard. I know of the shit, but like it's not that hard.
Just as hard.
Just as hard.
I think so far it's just as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Easier, definitely easier.
I just wrote down, checked. We have pretty much an average of just as hard. So one person said it was harder, one person said it was easier, 3 people said it was just as hard, and Kino said some jibber jabber.
Yeah, excuse me for a second. We have more technical difficulties.
It'll just come back online eventually.
Yes,
So,
but it's better to, you
so
know.
just swap the camera.
Okay, yeah, it's fine now. But zoom in.
Zoom in? Oh,
Yeah.
my days. My phone's just tripping.
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, hold on.
So-
Let me double check something here.
What was the question? The question was, do you think it is easier, harder, or just as hard as you thought? Now, from here, from our interview, we got all sorts of answers like just as hard, just as hard, just as hard, whatever Kino said. What do you guys think?
Just as hard.
Just as hard?
I think it's honestly a bit easier than I thought it would be.
Mm.
I was like kind of not nervous maybe, but I had an expectation that it would be like considerably harder, and so far it seems to be okay. So.
Mm.
Of
And
course.
you think it's hard? No, because you said your sister scared you into it, and then you said it's just as hard
Well,
as your sister made it to be. So
I guess just as hard. I mean,
that's fair.
yeah.
No
I
reason?
don't have anything to add.
Is there something that's kind of made it hard?
Math,
So you're saying it's just as hard because math is difficult?
yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's
No,
fair.
I mean, it's just me personally. I'm not that fond of math. So.
Fair enough.
That's fair. That's a
Yeah,
good answer.
that's-
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And for our,
What about us?
what about us? Pre-IB?
Okay.
You can start.
Okay, it was significantly easier, like so much easier than I thought it would be. Like, I say this right now, and like, you know, I'm being all cocky and whatever, but I just want to say this. I want to say this to the public. I got a 7 on the first math exam, even though I went out the room. I was so confident. I was like, yes, this was such an easy test. My friends, we go to lunch, right? I'm looking at the paper. Actually, I'm like looking at my friends, like, oh, that this was so easy, yada yada yada, right? And then these people start talking about the questions that I did not hear about, like I did not see on the exam. I was like, guys, what are you talking about? Turns out
Second page.
there was a whole like paper that I did not like answer. The whole like 2 pages I did not answer.
1 page.
And you still got
I
a
went page in a
7.
bit, and I got a 7. It was so stupid, but it humbled me a little bit. But other than that, it was pre-IB was so much easier than what I thought it would be.
Yeah, I would say also easier because I got good grades, and well, I thought I was just gonna get hit down like super.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna fail.
Okay,
But-
maybe we had like expectations like really high.
Yeah, we had really high expectations.
Yeah. I thought that was gonna I thought it was gonna be as difficult as IB should be later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But pre-IB is Very different.
It's a cakewalk, basically.
Yeah, it's a cakewalk.
Now we get exactly what all like this like last year's like second years are
like
saying.
some of the now Abit said to us like you need to take the most out of pre-IB. You need to enjoy life then.
Yeah.
And now we understand that
It's so-
pre-IB is the time to have fun.
It's so like I look at my schedule. It's like 8 to 4, like all of my third period. It's like 9 to 4 or 8 to 4. It's awful.
My third period is completely full, except it has like 3 lessons, 3 slots, 3 lessons that are empty.
Yeah, me too.
Everything else is full, which is really, really painful because I don't know how we're gonna have time for this podcast.
We're gonna film every week, hopefully.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out. Anyway, what was the question we were discussing? Easier or harder?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so some of us would say easier, some would harder. So pretty much just like you take of that what you will.
It depends on what your expectations were.
Yeah.
Expectations,
Exactly.
motivation, mindset.
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
You have to have a grind set. You have to constantly be on the grind all the time.
Yes, that's true. Okay, can we? The next question would be: would you recommend others to join the IB? I hate this part. It's so bad.
I love rocket science.
IB?
Definitely not.
No.
Depends. If you want more challenge, I think yeah. If you don't, no.
Yes, if you're willing to study everything in English and put some work in.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so we had some 2 loser people at the start saying no, don't
That's cringe.
don't want other people to join IB. Don't know what that's all about. But on average, we had a yes answer. So what do you guys think?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the people, obviously. Some people you can kind of tell that they maybe wouldn't fit IB. No offense.
Some people. I wonder who we're talking about.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No.
kidding.
No. But, I mean, it definitely depends on the person. But overall, I would,
Yeah, if you're
recommend it.
willing to put in the work and English.
Yeah. You have to have a certain level of English. Like, I would agree with that.
okay,
Well,
that's
to an
true.
extent.
Actually,
Or you just have to be willing to put in effort to learn
willing
the
to,
English.
Yeah.
because I would say that there's people who can join that don't have like a fluent English language.
Yeah.
Like if you want to learn within the pre-IB, like Mike already knows, and Mike's talked to us about this. If you don't really speak English that well after the pre-IB, you're gonna be like, you
Not
know,
necessarily. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
well, not necessarily, but if you like accept the fact that you're studying in English, because I'm pretty sure both of your classes have a lot of students that speak a lot of Finnish. I think Elo is at least one of them, and don't you as well speak Finnish in your friend group?
loser.
Well, during breaks.
Just accept, embrace the English.
I mean, there are some other people as well, but I mean, we do still like do things in English. But I have like, well, how many weeks have we been? Like 3?
Yeah, about 3.
And I have already like noticed how much my vocabulary has like kind of improved. Like
In
Mike
English?
is amazing. Like
Oh.
the way he speaks, the way he like uses vocabulary and like assigns assignments and kind of like like motivates us to like get a wider set of vocabulary. It's honestly amazing because like by the end of this you're actually going to be able to like have different synonyms for like words.
Yeah, we can already say like Mike, if you're watching,
Yeah.
we love you. Like
so
your
much.
your lessons,
The majority of the school
like
loves your teaching.
yes, you bring joy to our lives.
Exactly. I say the majority because I just feel bad for the people that don't have you as a
Yeah.
teacher. Like this person.
Yeah. We don't have Mike as a teacher yet, but I go to debate club and I'm
And
like
Debate
he's
club.
amazing.
So
it's
good.
so much fun.
I love debate club.
The debate club is so good.
It
Yeah.
was so
Marty,
good.
you should have been there.
Yeah.
I will. I was
I will.
I was sick. I wrote to Mike. I was like, put my name on the list, please. So I'm gonna be there.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Nice.
Finally.
Because of you.
Yes, of course.
People-
You're gonna thank me. You're gonna be like, oh my god, debate is so awesome. Thank you.
And join the advanced group, by the way. You have to.
There's like 25 people.
Well, the advanced group is
Not really advanced. It's
It's-
just.
Is it Mike's?
Yeah.
yeah. You
Okay.
have to be with
Sure.
Mike. It's
Yeah.
like everybody loves Mike.
Like when we had the IB introduction whatever thingy, the first day when we got to come and we got to look at the school and everything, Mike was the teacher that I saw and I was like, he's gonna be my favorite
Yes.
teacher. I know it already.
And when he went and talked, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
He was
We-
great at giving speeches and like
Great.
talking.
I can just picture Mike watching and listening in on this. It's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. You are like the teacher.
Yeah.
So
Hands down.
yeah, hands down.
One of our favorite teachers.
Yeah. And you and Terhi, very cute couple. It's true. But anyway, moving on from just praising Mike
Yeah.
and just being like, oh, Mike is so good. Why does pre-IB exist? Do you guys know? Do you?
I'm guessing it's to help get everyone up to like the same level so that everyone knows more or less the same things. Because for example, when you're starting, like we all came from Vista, so we had a certain level of English already. But if you come from a Finnish school, then you may not have that level of English. So I think pre-IB
Yeah.
also helps with that. For example, the people that came from Finnish schools, they have to learn all the terminology in chemistry, physics, all of the other subjects that we already kind of knew. So I think, I mean, it's revision for us partly and then learning new things, but I think it's just kind of to get everyone to the same level and give us a taste of like what IB actually is like, so we know if it's for us or not. And still, by the end of this year, if we don't maybe want to go to IB, we can drop down to the national side.
I agree. That was great.
Pretty
Thank
well
you.
summed up. I
That's
think
big fact.
there is another reason.
Did you ask what was pre-IB or
Why
why
does it
pre-IB
exist?
Pre-IB.
Why does
Yeah.
pre-IB exist? So I can add on to that. There's actually another reason, which
Because
has to
Finnish
do.
Lukio is 3 years,
Yep.
and they need to.
Yeah.
Make it,
Well,
yeah.
no. Well, other than that, there's also like the idea of like pre-IB. It's also a preparatory year for the IB because like the IB is an international program, and what happens is that not every single school in the world can teach it.
I'm gonna go fix the camera while you.
Thank you. Yeah, not every single school teaches to the same level that IB needs or requires.
Yeah.
So what happens is that they have the pre-IB so they can get everyone up to speed basically.
So all of the IB schools have pre-IB.
Not necessarily. For example, there are some you can skip that pre-IB part. For example, I know a couple of my friends who actually moved abroad, like China and I think Canada, and have skipped the pre-IB and just went into IB straight.
Or done it somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, another reason that Nico said, it's not to kind of get it's called IB or like the high school to up to the 3 years.
No.
Because like you can have Lukio for 2 years, you have like that freedom to choose. But for the pre-IB years, they want to teach the Finnish curriculum as well, so they can get because you can skip pre-IB in Finland, but you don't get the Finnish diploma. You only get your IB diploma. So yeah, there's like that distinction.
Yeah.
That was so slick, guys. That was so slick.
one.
That's
Really?
so that's a couple reasons why pre-IB exists. Yeah, and I think it's good. I think it's better that it
Yeah.
exists
Yeah.
Yeah,
rather than
definitely.
it doesn't.
I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit of a waste.
No, but subject choices.
For subject choice, still.
It gives you a taste, like, because, for
Exactly.
example, I don't know yet what I necessarily want to
exactly.
study.
Yeah.
True.
So I think the
True.
IB helps me, like, if I do chemistry and I do physics and then I decide, well, physics isn't really my thing or chemistry is my thing,
Yeah.
I don't have to go, like, straight in, decide, and then...
That is very similar to the situation that I have. Actually, because you have to pick 6 subjects
Yeah.
for the IB, and 3 of them minimum have to be HLs, and 3 of them have to be like, HLs in higher levels, and 3 have to be standard levels. But I picked 4 HLs, not because I'm pretentious, but because I'm
It is.
indecisive.
It is because you're pretentious.
No, it's because I'm indecisive. I don't know which one I like more.
This is going to be in every single episode.
Every single episode.
He's going to
It has
explain.
to.
I have 4 HL subjects
Exactly.
because I'm better than everyone else.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna drop one of them, bruh.
Every single episode. It's going to be so annoying.
What were you in between of?
Chemistry and physics.
He's going to drop HL chemistry because I'm in HL physics and he wants to be with me.
Never mind, I'm dropping HL physics.
That's not true. So physics is fun.
Wait, is there like standard level physics?
There is.
Who teaches it?
Yari, they're in the same class as us.
Now?
Yes.
What?
We'll just have extra courses and extra lessons later.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy.
Shut up.
But yeah, you have to take HL physics.
True.
We can talk about this later though.
Later.
Yeah. Now, the question everyone's trying to know, because we say that you need to take the most out of pre-IB, then it's super fun and stuff, does it matter? Like, does your scores, does anything in the pre-IB matter? Do you guys know?
Yes, to some extent. You have to get a certain
Yeah.
grade point average to get into actual IB.
7.5 on
Yeah.
average and 8 from the subjects you want to choose as your HL.
So it does.
Was that correct?
Yeah.
Except for mathematics, they actually raised that to
Really?
9.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You need 9 to take HL math.
You
Yeah.
know
But
Did
there
you
are loopholes.
to take AI HL math.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Good to know.
there are loopholes. If you all are interested, we know someone who has, you know, done a little funny moment with.
Wait,
with
hold on.
math.
Okay, relax, buddy. That's an actual thing you can do. You can appeal, you know, rejections. For example, let's say you get rejected from the IB, you can like call up the IB and be like, "Yo, please, bro, I need this." They're like, "Okay."
Exactly. So, you know, with the 9 in math, it's a little there and there.
It's
okay?
not just mathematics. It's every single thing.
Yeah.
Every single rejected decision, most of the rejected decisions, can be appealed.
Exactly.
It's not like an illegal loophole like that you just.
No, I'm just saying, like, we can't just like say that it's like a 9 flat.
I hate this camera so much. I just want you to know that.
It's
This
broken.
podcast is so bad.
Swap it to the other one.
Just because of you.
Well, it's not my fault the camera's bad.
It's literally your fault.
It's gonna be funny.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Do
Yes,
you
it
guys
is.
have math HL?
Yes. We love you, Dero. Dero, if you're listening, I love your lessons. You go a little bit too fast, but
You don't go at all. Sometimes. It's just.
stands there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. But lessons are fun.
True. I feel like this, like, you have a lot more freedom. Like, a lot of the time, I feel like I don't need someone to constantly ramble about a specific topic. Thank you, Nico. If you can go fix the camera, that would be very polite of you. Never mind.
No, but I need to zoom in.
Oh my god.
I don't know why this does this. It's just such a dumb mother flipper.
Bro, you're such a cutie, though.
Okay, what were we talking about? Yeah, Dero.
Yes. Like, I think it's Tero and Sari both have like really different teaching styles. Where Sari, I saw the notes and I was completely overwhelmed. Like, I went back into your guys' class, it was like so much, I was like, whoa. I completely forgot what it was like. Like, Sari goes in depth into every single thing she says. She says it over and over and over and over again. While Tero just sort of says, yo, this is the thing. Writes down the board, here are your exercises, do them.
Yep.
And then
And if you need help with the exercises,
Ask.
then he'll just like walk
Do
up
the
and then be
exercise.
like, "This is how it's doing," it. And then you know,
You're done.
Yeah,
It's like, it's so straightforward.
it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I only have Sari.
Yeah. So
For now.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
now.
you guys are not going to like, we have to worry about that at all.
But are you guys thinking about HL or SL or?
HL, AIHL,
HL.
definitely. That's like one of the only subjects apart from English that I'm like sure about that I'm taking math HL, and then also English HL. But otherwise, I don't really know.
I'll see.
What are your subjects in general? What are you guys thinking? Like,
Maybe HL psychology. I haven't really
Oh,
thought
that means you
about
can't take physics.
I know basically what I don't really want to do. I don't want to do biology, and I don't really want to do biology. That's like
right here.
No, I'm a biology fan.
Like
I like
just,
biology teacher.
just plant biology ruined biology for
Oh
me.
yeah,
like
one.
herbarium.
Oh my god.
No, okay. There's one problem with
sucks.
biology. It's the fish. I hate the fish.
Oh, I hate
Oh
fish.
my god.
Guys,
I don't have to deal with that at all.
I'm
How do I
terrified
deal
of
with that at
like
all?
dead fish. Like they
What?
scare me.
Wait,
Like
whoa. What do you mean dead fish?
like if you have to dissect a fish.
What if they're alive?
We have to-
Then they're just
No,
like
fish.
homies?
That's even worse.
Wait, you guys have to do that?
Do you have to do no? But like it, again, I got scared from like when we did biology back in like upper grades because there was a video that we had to watch of them dissecting a fish and like fish heads and just all of that scare me. So I just don't want to do that.
Well, biology's fun right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's a very fast pace, but
Are you taking HL or SL?
SL. But it's the same speed right now as HL.
I don't
What about
have to worry about
economics?
this.
Economics is good.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I like economics.
You can either get I forgot the teacher's name.
Marco or Tuija.
Yes.
Okay.
Both very good teachers.
Yeah.
Is Marco also the history teacher?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Tuija is the IB coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Is it that same person?
Yes.
What?
You're as lost as me. I thought Sari was at some point, but
There was
yeah.
like a quiz on it, and you thought it was Sari.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Sari not on the list?
I was working on that PowerPoint and I still didn't know. Like,
Oh
when we were
Oh,
actually.
because you don't know the name of the econ teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuija.
So funny.
Something.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, pre-IB, you need to take debate. You need to take tutoring. Tutoring is awesome. And it's at the near the end of pre-IB.
Does it take away any time from studies? Like, is it difficult to balance?
Yes.
It's not,
awesome.
it's not difficult to balance because it's not that much more work.
It's not.
But it's what's it called?
But if you like miss lessons, is it like
You might miss like
One or two. Like I
one,
missed
2
one
lessons
yesterday.
every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But like it's not an insane amount of work that you have to do.
Okay.
and you get CAS?
you get
Yes.
CAS.
Yeah, but don't apply for it this year. Apply this year for next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And debate is the same. I don't know how you're gonna get CAS from debate, but apparently it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a creativity.
Mm.
But you got. Excuse me. Both of you are not gonna get any CAS
Yeah.
at all
What?
What?
For this year.
for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
so I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to think about CAS.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not.
Year. No. In fact, put all of your hobbies on hold. All of them. Save them all for CAS.
Actually, put all your hobbies on hold and just have fun. Play
Yeah.
games, go to parties, and live life right now.
Throw your life away for like 6 months, and that's it.
You're not gonna regret it. Trust me.
100%.
Unless you fail IB, then well.
Oh, and that's your fault. That's 100%.
But nobody does that. Nobody fails IB. So
Uh,
on the subject of failing IB, there's the popular theme every single start of the year and during pre-IB. People drop out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now this is a
yeah.
very interesting topic because it's surprising. Like it kind of shocks you, where everyone just drops out. Would you like to talk about the dropping out?
How many?
I don't
Do
remember
you have
anything
like
from the
statistics
people.
then?
Okay, so we had at least our class. We had at least like,
Camera. Oh my god.
hey yo, swap it to this.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine now. It's fine now. Leave it alone.
Don't know.
Don't touch this. This is my station.
Oh my days. Anyway, we had like 6, 7, 8 people. A lot of people drop out, and then you have like new people coming in. But yeah, it's really weird. People will just like dip and be like, no, I don't want to do anything.
Which doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Pre-IB doesn't have any work. Like it does zero work.
Like after pre-IB?
No, like during
pre-IB.
like you guys are gonna have classmates that just leave.
Oh.
You're gonna have both of you are gonna have at least 5.
I don't know about that.
At least 4.
You can't use our class to kind of like.
No, but not our class. KB class, our class, further years. It's always been like that. Mike has said it's always like that.
Oh wait, yeah, actually.
It is always like that.
Yeah, because because like last year there was a huge shortage of guys, for as partners for Von Hut.
Yeah.
And what happens is that the second year girls were just like begging the first year students to kind of like go to the dance with them. Like they were like.
How does this have to do with?
We have
the guys like dropping out from pre-IB last year? Not last year.
That
the year
doesn't.
before.
No, but if they drop out, they just go to the Normandia. So they're still in the school.
Wait, no, it's not dropping out from IB because I thought
Yeah.
did the people that drop out from our class go to the Norman?
Yeah.
I thought like they dropped the school completely.
Some did because some lived like 500 kilometers away.
Oh.
That doesn't make it any difference though. Like you still drop the school.
No, but on a subject of the guys, it's not because people drop out. It's because there's just no guys in RELLU. Like
Yeah.
no guys will apply, no dudes ever go to RELLU. So yeah, there's not a lot of dance partners
Apparently,
available.
quite a few guys from our class have already been asked by second years to go to Von Hut.
Ooh.
Who?
This is literally what happened last year. Yassine, how are you so freaking clueless
Yeah,
about
but I
everything?
didn't see like from our class because like we have like a huge amount of guys I think, right? Hi, go here. Where's my charger?
It's not that crazy. At least I mean, thing is, not many people. I don't think the dropping out of IB has any effect on the boy to girl ratio at the school. But that is an issue within the school. That
Yeah.
it's a little unbalanced, I would say. But yeah, has anyone dropped out yet?
No.
No. No one's dropped out? That's so weird.
It's only been the first few weeks. Though.
Yeah.
In our first few weeks, like, you know, the whole class switched.
It doesn't make any sense. Wait, Kiana, can you like...
Plug that in.
Yep.
Wait. All the way. Okay, sure.
Anyways, yeah. Pre-IB. It's
Oh shit, sorry.
freaking awesome.
Yes.
In my opinion. In my opinion.
What else? What else is there to talk about pre-IB?
Advice. Do you guys have any advice you'd like to give to
For upcoming pre-IB.
upcoming pre-IB people, or people in your class, or just like people in general,
Or second years.
or second?
Why would we have any advice for second years though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I've already been saying this whole freaking
What
episode.
about you?
Yeah, I've been
You have
saying.
more experience.
I've been saying this whole freaking episode, and I'm gonna say it again. Pre-IB, take the most out of it. I'm telling you. I can't stress this enough.
If there's a party and you don't like anyone there, go. Doesn't matter.
Oh my
Just
God.
go. Oh, another thing. Sleep. Please. Go to sleep. You're
We're
not
like
cool for
begging.
not sleeping. Trust me. Like, if you have a shit ton of homework that's due the next day, but it's 12 o'clock,
Sleep.
forget about the homework. Sleep. Sleep is so much more important. Like, it's so much more important. Don't pull all-nighters. Don't sleep at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't, like, just sleep. It's like one of the... My camera's not even on right now.
Yep. It's funny, it's
So
froze.
embarrassing. Okay, now, anyways. Like, that's my main advice to you. Like, before, in pre-IB, I didn't sleep that much. I slept like 5 hours average. Like, the most I got, like, the most sleep I got last year was like 8 hours. That's the most. That was the outlier. This year, I'm having a beautiful average of 8 hours. It's amazing. What do you think, Nico? This guy sleeps at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
He goes
that
to
makes
bed,
sense.
Yeah, he goes to bed at 9 and he sleeps at 10 o'clock. And then he wakes up at 7 every single day.
I wake
like
up
a
7 every
baby.
day.
I
Yeah.
wake up 6:30.
Some days I go to sleep a little later because of practice and stuff like that.
Not really.
Yeah. Like 11 or something. But I always try to get 8 hours at least of sleep. And it's worked. You know, things are going good.
My mom has a similar thing that I gotta be in bed at like 10. Make sure that I actually get enough sleep.
Yikes.
I've
Well,
got
my parents don't care.
6 hours of sleep every single day for the past 3 weeks.
You need more
See, this
sleep.
is an example of what
Way
not
more
to do.
sleep.
This is what you
Exactly.
don't do.
This is what I'm saying. As a second year student, sleep. I don't care what it is that you have, sleep.
Have fun.
Exactly. And sleep. If you have a party, sleep at the party.
Well,
Sure.
sure.
I slept at the party and it's fun as hell. But yeah, that's I think the best advice.
Just have fun.
That's not the best.
And
My
sleep.
advice. My advice is
my
the best.
advice is the best advice. Because what if
You can't assume that everyone just has like a shit sleep schedule just like you.
Oh no! A lot of people have shit sleep schedule. The majority of people have shit sleep schedule. It's a speech impairment. You can't make fun of it.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
If
We're
you're
friends.
ableist. You're ableist. Cringe.
So it's have
Nice.
fun,
So sleep.
have fun,
Have fun.
but remember to have sleep.
Yes, but then sleep is more important than fun. Like
Also
if you have
study.
to cancel plans.
Yeah, you gotta study obviously. Like
Well,
Yeah, but sleep is still
CIB,
more
not so
important.
much.
study enough to get through. But
Make
then
sense.
like
Have a balance.
Yeah. Have a balance.
No, more sleep.
Balance.
No, have a balance.
Yeah, balance is
Like-
key.
Sleep.
Yes.
Study.
Yes. That is. So can you repeat that for the camera one more time?
Wait, no, it's the other
No,
way
it's the
around.
other way around. You want
No,
No,
yeah,
this sleep is
sleep
more
is
important.
better.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
There we
Sleep?
go.
Wait, can you?
Sleep.
Oh, you're thinking about it like a
Like-
scale.
like-
I thought it was
yes.
like a graph, like
Yes,
a bar
same.
graph.
I thought it was a graph.
Sleep?
Sleep and studying.
Yes.
Maybe not. Okay. Like.
So like
No.
sleep, Sleep is more important. And then
Yes.
where's fun? Like fun is like there.
No, fun
That's
is
studying and fun.
Fun is
Fun
the,
is
the
like here.
contraption that's holding it all
fun.
together. Like you can't have good sleep and studying if you're not having fun. Guys, trust me.
This guy does not know what he's talking about. This guy is absolutely insane.
I'm absolutely insane.
He is virtually insane.
Okay. Yeah, true.
That's what the word means.
Yep. This was something we were discussing earlier,
Don't
so
start this again.
you all watching would not understand.
Guys, this guy needs a dictionary. He does not understand the difference between
Yeah.
literally and virtually.
Mike, you didn't teach me. It's your fault.
He did actually. That's where I knew it from. I lied.
Actually, yeah, no, yep. Anyway, should we review the main important information? You need to go to pre-IB. You need to go to the IB because it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one. You also need to focus a little bit in pre-IB because you need 7.5 average to get into the IB.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, your grades don't matter. Like whatever you got in pre-IB, it's all discarded. Pretty much nobody cares. Nobody's ever gonna look into your pre-IB grades. Okay, so you need a 7.5.
Besides me, I will
You're
judge. I
studying
will
for
judge you.
yourself.
Yeah, you study.
Keep doing
Remember
that.
to study
Studying
for
for
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you need a 7.5 to get into IB.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of pre-IB, you should just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to that pre-IB. That's what we've also learned.
Mhm.
Very important. Teachers are good.
Mhm.
Make friends.
Mm-hmm.
And get enough sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get
Most
enough.
important thing.
Get enough sleep.
Kiona knows what's up.
And
Get enough sleep.
get on this podcast
Oh yes, this
Yes.
podcast might be airing. Do you have a deadline?
soon.
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 Coming soon. To
Coming
YouTube.
soon. Except when
YouTube.
you're listening to this, it's now. So coming now.
True.
Let's go. But this is anyway the ending. So we'll have an email at the end where you can contact us with any suggestions, comments, anything. Literally, you want to be on this podcast, send us an email.
Just tell me.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge. I will decide whether or not you're ready
Yeah.
to be on this podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's an honor that can't just be given to anyone.
But
Exactly.
the topic, the podcast topic is just like IB, or do you guys discuss other things as well?
Actually, that's a very good question. So, our podcast is going to deal with several different topics within the IB. So what we're doing first is we're going to have kind of generalized topics. For example, pre-IB. Next episode will be the first year of IB. The next episode after that will be the kind of OBBY year of IB, where you have like a reading holiday and stuff like that. After that, we're going to dive deep into more specialized stuff like EE, IAs, CAS, TOK, what to do on your free time, what kind of stress is there, the workload. We're going to kind of delve deeper into like more specific topics within the IB. And we'll have teachers, stuff like that. We're going to interview them, talk about the subjects, HL, SL, differences, stuff like that.
We're also not going to shy away from completely derailing into some random topics.
Yeah.
Like the difference between the word literally and virtually, and have every single person just uses literally in the wrong context. And some dictionaries like Oxford have actually changed the meaning of the word literally to the same definition of the word virtually. Because people like this guy don't understand the difference.
True.
I know.
I'm very passionate about this.
Very passionate about this.
Exactly. And every episode you'll get to hear that he has 4 HLs.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Because
Until
I'm
he drops
indecisive.
one.
Yes, exactly. So there might be a whole podcast episode about when I dropped my about which one I should drop.
You could do
It's like
like
a debate.
why
Oh!
I dropped.
It could be like an apology video. Why I dropped.
Yeah.
Why I dropped something. You start the podcast like, guys, it's true. You read the thumbnail right.
Yes.
I've dropped chemistry HL.
I don't have 4 HLs anymore. I dropped English.
I've lost my only personality trait. Guys.
Bruh. I have way more than that.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, exactly. 4 HLs. Okay. So moving on. Moving on. Do you guys have any closing discussions,
Any thoughts?
topics, anything?
Just remember to have fun and sleep. That's
And
that's
sleep.
like the main.
And sleep.
That seems to be the main takeaway. From
The real
this.
thing is, did
Yeah.
you have fun on this
Today?
podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you feel honored?
I feel very honored.
Would you recommend others to openly just
Yeah,
Join
Go
this
in.
podcast?
I think it's lots of fun. So
Yeah.
Would you recommend this podcast to everyone that you know?
yes,
Yes.
yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to everyone I know.
And don't worry if you're nervous, because Mari was actually very nervous.
Mhm.
But
She's
what ended up happening?
I'm alive.
You're alive.
That's so
I'm
true.
surviving.
You and me both. You and me
Yeah.
both. Do you have any socials you want to plug?
Yep. Now's the
Get a
time.
free shout out. You have 1 minute. Go.
I'm okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I'm fine too. Although if you want, so I'm not gonna spell that out.
Yeah. If
You
you
can
want
try.
if you want
Yeah.
more information, just email us.
Yeah, we're gonna say
The email. It's in the. It's
Email
in the,
them.
I
Yeah.
understand.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So that sums up pre-IB
The,
very well.
the third episode, 2.5 episode of this podcast.
Huh?
Second and a half.
What? This is the first proper episode
Oh, it is.
of this podcast.
The first and a half.
That is incorrect. Now, next time on the podcast, we will be discussing the first year of IB. So now we've pretty much moved on. We've done the pre-IB. Next time we're gonna have guests who
Of IB proper.
of IB proper. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's been a pleasure having you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pleasure being here.
yeah.
So much fun. And
Thank you, everyone.
our closing statements.
Yes.
That's it. That's our closing
Tune
statement.
in for next time. Let's go.
We'll have a special guest. You all know him. It's Mead. All right.
No, I'm gonna cut
Yes,
this part
end it
out.
there, end it
They're
there.
cutting that part out. They're cutting that part out. You can't have that in.